tryna play now. I'ma do my thing. You already know I could get it all day. I can do it major. I can do it right.
Can they close this out?
You know what? Momentum is with them. However, I want to see Game 5. I want to go all the way to Game 5.
All the way to Game 5. I'm with you there. Game 5 Blitz? All right, search and destroy it'll be. But here we go. Blitz Game 3, and we're on the map Freight. So let's see what's going to go down here. Talk to me about these players. Who is going to do what as we get into Freight?
Well, at the moment, what is going to happen is some sort of 8v0, as none of the teams have switched over quite yet. But this game is very much going to be a big battle between these two teams, and for some reason, they look like they both want to be on the same side.
Admin told me I'm going this way. I refuse to move. All right, so we got a little time to talk about this one before it gets started.
Yeah, both teams going for it.
Yo, Nameless, Merc, Swanee, and JCap are amazing.
That's how they're going to determine the new rosters.
A new God Squad. I mean, you're really just swapping Swanee for Formal, but nice stuff here from Envy so far in this best-of-5 series. We take a look at Epsilon, and Epsilon was so hot in their match against FaZe. I mean, if you look at what they did in Octane domination of that FaZe squad, I thought they were going to come in and really give Envy some serious trouble in Game 1, but Envy showing that the break not affecting them at all. Yeah,
it does. It does seem like they're just very calm and composed. The thing is, I mean, if this goes 3-0 to Envy, I'm going to feel bad for Epsilon just because, obviously, it happened the last time they were at Gfinity. Home soil for them as well.
Right.
It's just going to be so gutting.
Huge tournament for both teams. Epsilon never winning with Americans present in the tournament.
Yep.
Envy
just never winning, yes.
Going to the finals countless times, always finishing second. Is this the day they break the Envy curse? Players are talking with the admins as both admins are now in the booth. We'll get Game 3 started in just a moment, but Freight Blitz, always one of my favorites to watch. You know, so many sneaky routes. You can go underground here. You can push through the tunnels. You can go on the outside, the perimeters.
You know what? I love the spawn holds. I love when they manage to get in those positions, going out like top blitz, trying to push through middle. It's great to kind of watch the player try to just get those kill feeds. You just see them rack straight up. And that's really what gets it for me, because you can kind of just feel the momentum from the teams when they're just fired. And it's at that point it really ignites. So both teams are about to start. I don't know why they both want the same side. Clearly they have some strategy with it that they need that side first.
Well, as our admins are talking through with the players, I want to do a little bit of gambling with you.
Okay.
Legal gambling. I'll bet you a Pepsi. So who is going to put up the most kills from Envy?
From Envy? You know what? I'm actually going to pick Merc. Most people would go Formal, but I think Merc has just had a godlike tournament as well, and I think a lot of people underrate him in terms of slaying. He does run a great objective, but I just feel like Merc has played great. I'm sure I saw him on this map earlier in the day, and he was phenomenal.
And then on that Epsilon side, who is going to have the best game when it comes to Ks?
Swanee.
Swanee putting in most kills.
I'm going to go with Swanee.
More than Jerd, more than Josh.
So Jerd will put in a lot of kills, but he's going to go for a lot more caps. Jerd's going to be hammering the blitz points. Josh maybe kind of go against it. Tommy's just going to be going everywhere, doing what Tommy does. But I saw Swanee on this earlier. I saw he was 18 and 8 earlier on this map.
18 and 8 is pretty darn solid.
Yeah, but I saw him earlier going huge. I'm sure it was on Freight. I mean, he's played so much there. I've watched so many of their games. But yeah, I mean, Swanee's been a god this tournament.
I'm going with Tommy and Formal. I think those are going to be your two slayers to watch in this match. When it comes to the objective, it's going to be Jerd versus Merc. Merc always known for slaying his way into the base and able to score. Freight, I think, is definitely going to be a strength for both squads. And honestly, I hope this is the map that we see Epsilon start their comeback on. We always want to go the distance in a best of 5.
This is a really good map for Epsilon. Kind of want to see if they can kind of match up to it here. Only a few teams I've kind of seen have beat them before, and one of them is actually TCM, who did not have a good tournament this time around.
So the admin now coming out. Admin, are we good to start this game? Swanee's coming out too.
Swanee just talking to the admin as well. The man, Callum Swan, and there's a Swan bomb to some. It's getting there. You're like, I just want to see this game.
I'm gonna go play for both teams.
I have heard.
I just want that $30,000 check price. Don't hate me. So,
well, let's see. Let's actually go through more of this tournament. If we can bring the bracket back up, and we'll go through that again. Now, realistically,
we just lost 2 players.
Josh and Swanee, let's go to a commercial break as we find out from the admin exactly what the issue is.
All right, guys, we'll be back more live from London. It's the grand finals of Gfinity 3.
I heard it was Swanee.
Yes.
Swanee took down Nameless.
He's got skinny arms, but those are strong, bro. So Swanee, he is going to be choosing what side that Epsilon wants to start with going into game number 3. Now, on a lot of maps, this isn't a big deal, but when you go into a map like Freight Blitz, there's definitely personal preference on what side you feel more comfortable starting on. And Bryce, I want to ask you personal opinion. Do you start on the side that it's easier to score or more difficult to score, hoping you can make it up in the second half?
I feel like momentum could be a part of this, so I start this side. This is my preferred side to start when I play. But here we go. Let's jump on board with Swanee first of all and see how he rocks this map. I put him as the main slayer. Let's see if that comes true.
Arm wrestling champion of London on the night is going to be picking up a big kill to start things off, but unfortunately, all of his teammates going down. Merc and JCap in the base, and it's Captain Merc leading the charge, cut just short. That is Jerd with the goal line stop, but JCap is still behind enemy lines. Now, it looks like finally, Tommy and the rest of this Epsilon crew have control of their base and can push out.
Yeah, they are. They're just making sure to clean house. They don't want to let any caps go. And Tommy's going to go for the challenge. He managed to get it as well. He's going to move out. Going to see another one. Can he get the 2-piece? No, has to jump shot away. But he has bought time for his teammates to respawn. So he's going to have reinforcements. JCap takes him down. Swanee trades that back.
I'm worried for this Epsilon squad, man. If these guys are struggling this much,
shut down.
already turtling up, they're going to be in for some real trouble this game. Merc goes through for 1-1. You're going to see Tommy up top, and a player will score down low most likely. It looks like that player was cut off for the moment. And now you're going to see Envy behind enemy lines. Once again, it's Formal this time causing problems, and another cap coming through from Merc.
Merc managed to get 2-piece down the cap, and Formal now coming through. He gets taken down by Jerd. Epsilon so desperately has to clean house. And now JCap is there to try and lock them down again. Josh takes him down. They're still not able to break out of their own base. Envy are piling on the pressure. They're not letting them breathe at all. Nameless moving through. He's got, oh my goodness, Nameless with a snapshot. And his teammate takes the caps and Nameless dies.
Yeah, Merc's like, yo, bro, I'm on an 8-point spree. If you could just take one for the team there, I'm capping. So Merc, 7-1-3. You said he'd be your player to watch to put up most kills before the commercial. He is putting on a show. 7.0 KD and 3 objective scores. Make it 4 if he's able to get through on this one.
Wow. I did say to watch Merc, didn't I? And look at him play 7-1-4. He's having an incredible game. Swanee's the top slayer for Epsilon. But there you go, Merc. Can he get a second one as well? Merc is on a tear. It's an 11-point streak as he's finally shut down by Jerd. But now we're going on board with Formal.
Yeah, Formal, I mean, he is going to be the second highest slayer right now for this Envy lineup. Spotting a gun, but no kill. Going back to Merc, last man standing here for Envy, and it's Epsilon taking control of the middle of the map. This is exactly what they need. Down 3, it's not a big deal, but they wanted this side for a reason. That was to get out to a lead, not an early deficit.
Yes, Josh is coming through here, but there's so many bodies he's got to fight through. He isn't going to make that kill either. Envy have cleaned house really easily. Still 3 caps up.
And here comes the Envy push. Epsilon, 4 men all turtled up, trying to get some big kills. Swanee's going to get 2 of them. And Merc at 10-3 is just waiting to make his move from the left side. There's the nade he needed. That's going to connect on Jerd with his Vector as well. And here he goes. Merc making his push, and his teammates are going to go through. Formal waiting for the relay with Merc setting up on the spawn trap. Both teams. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Epsilon are just being kicked to the curb here. Envious are not letting them breathe at all. They're not letting any pressure out as Formal gets another on. Swanee finally takes down Merc. Formal still holding on. He's going to go. Swanee with the 2-piece to lock it down. But they are 5 caps ahead now.
This is exactly what Formal did earlier on Freight. We saw it in the semifinals. He was going off once he gets in that enemy's base, and they're able to set up the spawn trap. Envy has perfected that strategy, and now it's Nameless trying to do the same play, pushing up. While Nameless was on the right, Formal went on the left flank, and JCap is in the mix as well. Everyone picking up kills in the middle of the map. Epsilon definitely on the back foot here in the first half.
You can kind of just feel how pumped Envious are. They're moving so quick. They're taking every single gunfight. Merc gets another kill. Epsilon, they need to find their feet and break out here. They're just being rolled over time and time again.
Merc up top. Nameless, he's going to be coming off the respawn, and you can see on the minimap, Merc is just swimming in a sea of Epsilon sharks. 4 of them all around, sloppy shots there, unfortunately. And now it's going to be Envy having to play some defense. Front door open, JCap goes down, and we'll see that cap not coming through yet. 2 more players in the action, and Swanee will score.
Yes, he will. Brings it back down to 5. However, it's still a big deficit going in the second half. Tommy tries to get through. He cannot. 33 seconds left in this half. How many more points are we going to see? Nameless takes down Judd. Here come Team Envious once again, moving forward the map. Then get another wave of kills. They should be able to push from that blitz point.
Yeah, they're good right now for Merc. If he can win this one-on-one, he's going to get tagged up, but it doesn't matter. 6-point advantage for Envy, and they're still inside the base with plenty of time to cap at least one more time.
Yeah, Formal's trying to get this one as well. They just put some shots down. They've got great cover here, and they're just rolling Epsilon every single time. They haven't let them out of their base. Formal is going on to take it. He got a 2-piece as well. Formal is going to be a 3-piece.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness,
And the cap. And the cap.
The tear. Holy Formal, that is ridiculous.
Tournament MVP in my eyes is putting on a show. He was right behind Merc the whole time and slaying, and at the end, the 3-piece to take the lead and go through with about 0.7 seconds left. Formal giving his team a huge advantage going into side 2. Epsilon has to dig deep if they want to come back now. It's up to Swanee and Jared. Tommy and Josh have been silent so far on free.
And either a fairy tale story starts here for Epsilon, or it's going to be 5 minutes of pain. Let's see how this gets underway. Swanee wants it going mid-map. He's putting shots down. Going to see if they've got anything left in the tank here. Will Epsilon be denied in the second Gfinity final in a row?
Now, I want to say this, Brycey. I've definitely seen bigger comebacks on free blitz. If you're able to set up on the spawn trap, which Envy was setting up pretty decently, you can just get cap after cap after cap. My question is, does Epsilon have the confidence right now to slay like they were earlier?
Good, absolutely surrounded there, nothing can do. And the problem is, even if Epsilon go for the overextend here to try and trade caps away, they're just burning seconds.
Another cap coming in here. It looks like finally from that Epsilon lineup, but Envy at the same time is just trading caps on the opposite end. Merc still behind enemy lines. We're going to see another cap come through from Swanee as we go back to Merc. But, I mean, down 7, they brought it within 1, but it took a whole minute. Or they shaved 1 point off.
So every time this trade happens, what it's realistically doing is just giving Envious 10 more seconds they don't have to hold on.
Right.
That is all it is. Just, and they can do that for the rest of the game and pretty much win it. It's going to have to be Epsilon that have to do the hard work, the heavy lifting. They have to pin in Envious and not let them slip. Because every time they let them slip, that's 10 seconds they've wasted. 10 seconds they cannot get back into this game.
Still a 7-point difference right now. And you're going to see some action going down on this left side. JCap's going to go on the flank, it appears. And there is one defender here from Envy. JCap drawing some attention back. The cap still going through, though, from Epsilon. And JCap will not go through. So those are the moves you need if you're Epsilon. Right now, everyone back in their base, though. Let's go over to Tommy.
Tommy, the game changer. Can he change the game here? He's looking out top, and they need a wave of kills. I think they're playing a little bit more cautiously against Envy. They do not want to get pinned. Long-range shots going down. He's got the M-Tor out. Tommy actually did this earlier. Not a lot of players playing with it at this tournament.
Swanee showing you why that vector is preferred. 2 bullets from this is just melting people. But again, it's Merc, Nameless, and Formal pushing down this left side. JCap is holding on to the flank as well, as Envy is now 2 minutes and 42 seconds away from becoming your G3 champions. Can they close it out?
Here we go. Formal looks like he's going to try and push through fire in the top blitz. Looking for a player, and he is going to see somebody gates that down as well. JCap gets 2, Merc gets another one. All down for Epsilon. And the one thing they can't buy here is time, which they so desperately need. As every single second that slips away, so do the dreams of a comeback.
There's another one. Formal going through. Merc set up for the rally. Kills continue to pile it up here for this Envy lineup as Merc, the spawn trap has been set up. He finally goes down, but JCap is running laps. He's on a 7-point spree, 19 kills, 5 caps already. Merc with 6 to his name. On the other side, just 7 total for Epsilon.
Here come Epsilon. They're going to try. This is one last chance. They need to do this, and they need to do it now. Back-to-back relays are realistically what they need. And they're going to try and push in. JCap holding the fort, and as one has gone in. Goes down, Jerk pushing forward. He's going to get taken down as well. Epsilon coming back off the respawn.
And Nameless will be uncontested on this capture. 100 seconds left in the game. Envy in complete control. Up 9 caps at this point. The slaying all in their favor.
Nameless, what a kill.
It's a blue kill feed here as Formal and Nameless are tagging them up. Merc now playing some defense on the left side, will be making his push. The spawner's running right down the middle, trying to be as fast as possible here for Epsilon. But Envy has it. They're going to finish it.
In a long time. It's all about Envious. That's 10, and it will be GG between these two teams. Envious
This is
will have won it.
history, Bryson.
It certainly is. There's a very happy team owner in that audience. Astro must be pleased.
If we can get a camera on this Envy squad, it's got to be nothing but smiles. And you can see they're not stopping yet. They are making a statement. This new Envy team is here to stay.
You know
proving
what
they can hang with the best in the world and take them down live in London.
Hey, son, yeah, let's just have a quick look at that scoreboard, Parker. This is kind of how it broke down. Merc, 26 and 12 with 8 captures. Now that is some serious damage. Nameless with 31 to 21. JCap 22 and 14, and Fommel 30 to 21. The slaying went all the way in Envy's favor, and you can tell by the scoreboard, these guys have really earned the Gfinity Championship.
Formal just adding insult to injury here. Last time Epsilon went all the way to Game 5 before being taken down in the finals. This time Envy won't let them get that far. A quick 3-0 and it is all over.
Give it up for Envious!
Epsilon showing that they are a top team in the world. UK's best without a doubt. But Envy takes their first championship with their brand new lineup on land. We got JCap, Formal, Merc, and Nameless with their owner Hastro in the booth. What a performance from them all weekend, not dropping a single match all weekend long in just one game.
Wow, that is ridiculous. You know what? I was actually speaking to Hastro backstage, and he said, this is the squad. He is so happy with these guys, and you know what? He turned out he was right. They have won, they have taken it, and you can see the relief on Envious's faces. I think Formal was so happy there. Commiserations, of course, to Epsilon. They put up a fantastic fight. Even Swanee's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah, Swanee can't be mad. He's going to walk home with $15,000 for his crew. Epsilon, what a performance from them this weekend. But let's bring out this Envy squad, man. I think the crowd wants to see their champions when we get a moment.
I think
these
they're
guys
celebrating
played
still.
so well.
Oh, they certainly did. What an incredible tournament from these guys. And you know what? They look strong in almost every single match. And every single match afterward, people were going, can they win this? Can they win this? And it just every single match, they just look stronger and stronger. Turns out, yes, they can.
All right, well, let's send it over to the analyst booth here to break down that epic grand finals. G3 is done. Your champions, Envy.
Wowza, wowza. That was a spectacular final. A little bit slow to kind of get the momentum going there, but in the end, that last game was incredible. Right, let's just talk through it play by play. So first up, map 1, strike zone domination. What are your thoughts, Steve?
And winning a Halo event and a COD event. So I mean, you know, just huge from him this week. I think he kind of put all the doubters to rest a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd honestly have to say Merc, just because you know, Formal's job is to slay, but Merc's job is to do objective. But when Merc is slaying too, oh,
Okay.
that's not right.
Okay. I think we have to literally go to Martin right now. Hello, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just the first thing you saw about me was my big bald egg. Never mind. Get used to it. So there you go. You've got your G3 champions. Let's find out how they feel. Astro, talk to me. How proud are you of the boys?